Today in our 2003 Ford van, we'll be having a look at and installing the CURT Class 4 trailer hitch receiver, part number 14053. Now, since this is a Class 4 hitch, it is extremely heavy duty. It'll work great for you contractors out there looking to tow a trailer with your equipment and your supplies in it, or if you're looking for a bike rack to haul your bikes around, this will work great for that as well. On the side of our hitch, you'll find our industry standard 5/8 of an inch diameter hitch pin hole to secure any of our hitch mounted accessories. Pin and clip is sold separately, and you can pick one up on our website as part number PC3. Welded onto the back of our receiver opening is this collar that helps give it a more finished look and helps reinforce the receiver itself. Welded on the bottom of our receiver and the frame of the hitch is our plate style safety chain loops, where we can hook on to with our chains from our trailer to have the necessary safety chain attachment that we need. Now, this Class 4 hitch features a 1,000 pound tongue weight rating, which is the amount forcing down, and a 10,000 pound max gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount it can pull. It does support the use of weight distribution, and when we have that set up on our trailer, our tongue weight rating increases to 1,200 pounds, and our max gross trailer weight rating increases to 12,000 pounds. Now, you'll want to consult with the owner's manual of your van and not exceed what the van is rated for. Now for a few measurements to better assist you in choosing any hitch-mounted accessory you may need, such as a ball mount, bike rack, or a cargo carrier. You're looking at about 13 inches from the ground to the top of the 2-inch receiver opening, and about 2.5 inches from the center of the hitch pin hole to the rearmost part of the back bumper. Now that we've gone over some features, we'll show you how to get it installed. For video purposes, we've already removed our spare tire. You'll need to have it lowered and out of the way in order to get the hitch in place. So if you do have one of these charcoal canisters in the same location above your frame rail here on the driver's side, you will need to temporarily lower it down so you can get your hardware in place. And in order to get that down, we'll find two 13mm nuts on the outside edge of our frame. With those nuts removed, we can grab the canister, pull it out, and we'll just slide it down. These hoses are stiff enough that we can let it hang off of those hoses. Now we're looking at the bottom side of our driver's side frame rail. Our passenger side is the exact same. It's just a mirror image of what we're looking at over here. We have several different holes that run across the frame rail. We're going to be using 3 holes on each side. This slotted hole here closest to the front we'll use. This slotted hole here right by this cross member we'll use. And then the very back hole on the frame rail that's round, we'll use that one as well. Now for our very forwardmost slotted hole, we'll use a square hole spacer block and a carriage bolt. And we'll drop it in from up top like that. For this oval hole next to our cross member, we'll use another square spacer, but this time we'll use one of our shorter hex head bolts. For our very back hole here, we'll use another hex head bolt and one of our flat washers. And we'll repeat the same process for our passenger side. Now, because our frame is not level, we have this welded on section for our bumper beam, and then these 2 rivets for our cross member. We need to put a couple spacers in between our frame and our hitch. We have this fender washer here, which will go right here towards the end. What I'm going to do is take some silicone sealant, which we have on our website, stick it on the back side of it. So I'm sticking it on there so I don't have to worry about holding it in place when I raise the hitch into position. Now we have these thicker round hole spacer blocks. These will go in our other 2 locations. I'll do the same thing. Some silicone sealant on it. And we'll do the same for the other side. All right, now with an extra set of hands, we'll raise our hitch into position and secure it with our flange nuts. All right, for our hardware that has bolts, not a carriage bolt, but the one that actually has a bolt head, We will use a wrench 3/4 of an inch to hold the bolt still while we tighten our nuts with a 3/4 inch socket. Now we'll torque our hardware to the amount specified in the instructions. Okay, now we can reinstall our canister. Now your spare tire will fit back up in position with the hitch installed, and that completes our look at and installation of the CURT Class 4 trailer hitch receiver, part number 14053, on our 2003 Ford van.